Hello, hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy hump day. It's Carmen. And if you hear a sound like a space rocket taking off in my house, it's because my washing machine is really loud. Now that I'm in a one story area, I've got upstairs bedrooms, but I notice how much easier it is to get things done, and how, and this all pertains to what I'm going to talk to you guys about, and how loud and different things sound. So why I'm talking to you about the house and things like that is because I just finished cleaning my floors for the first time since I moved here, May the 31st. So big deal, right? I mean, I've done some mopping here and there, but I want to tell you a little story about who I used to be and how I had to change that. Hi, Sherry. How are you? Good afternoon. So, you know, for pretty much all of my marriage, I was a clean freak. I had to have my floors cleaned. I couldn't stand for anybody's shoes to be on them. I was this absolute crazy person about my floors. And I look back now and I think, oh my gosh, like how crazy did I drive my family, my ex-husband, my kid, oh my word. So one of the things that I figured out and I discovered as time went on, as building a business and trying to keep up with this crazy idea that everything in my house had to be perfect, was that I was doing this to avoid something else, right? And I was overwhelming myself. So I was doing that to myself. So even if I was trying to blame the floors on it being dirty on the husband or the kid, I was actually, hi Joe, I was putting all of that pressure on myself. And only after getting out of the marriage and all that can I look back on my life and see, you know, where did I go wrong? Oh, not only to myself, but also to my family, to my ex-husband even. But here's the deal, you guys. I was building this business. I was creating the curriculum. I was writing an 18-week course. I was trying to keep my house perfect. I was trying to survive and, a big hiccup in my marriage at the time. I was raising a preteen. And I remember thinking, I'm going to just burn up. Like, I'm going to fry. I'm so burnt out on all of these things. What do I get rid of? So I decided to take that big step of really delegating and hand over pieces of my business, and then really letting go of some of the things in my personal life as well. And one of the things I found out that I was doing is that I was tapping into that perfectionistic self of inside of me to keep my house perfect, to do my job perfect, to take care of my kid, to feed my husband, do everything perfect. And I noticed while I was writing the content and working on the school that I was taking longer than I needed to because I was trying to make it perfect. Okay. So, you know, you'll often hear me say, and I'm quoting, and I wish I could remember who it was. It's not word for word, so I don't feel bad saying it, but I always say professional, not perfect, because if we can just be happy with the things that we create and put them out to the world, right? And just learn as we go. If someone says, you know, page 4 didn't have anything on it on your ebook, or, you know, yes, you can get like, oh shoot, I'm so sorry. And then you go in and you fix it, right? But to not put your stuff out there to the world out of fear of it not being perfect, that's a big mistake in your business. It's a really big mistake, because what I see also is a lot of times health coaches lean on that as an excuse. They use it as an excuse not to move forward because of some other fear that they have. So I want you to try to think about it like this, because if you don't try to get some control over all of the things you expect yourself to do, you will burn out. You will. Something's going to burn out. Your health is going to take a dive. Your thyroid and endocrine system are going to tell you to slow down. Your adrenals will get fatigued. You're going to be irritable. Your hormones will get disrupted. Maybe you're not going to be as productive at work. All of those things can happen if you continue to try to chase perfection. And that's personal life, that's business, that's either one of them, you guys. It's all intermingled, right? So a couple of maybe action steps for you to take are, look at your personal life and look at your business life. Separate them. Which area are you over functioning in? And what I mean by that is, which area are you hyper vigilant about? Do you feel anxiety over, and do you tend to hyper focus on in your business? Okay, what area are you doing that with? Because I can pretty much tell you that if you go over and look at that area, you might not be making too much progress because you have these anxiety ridden feelings about the project you're working on. So if we can relax and we can pull back from those things that give us those feelings in our business, even put them to the side and then come back to them later and see if we have a different energy about them, you're going to be so much more productive. Yes, that means leaving things half done. Yes, that means it's not done perfectly. But it also means that you get to surrender some of that feeling and that control and feel what it feels like to be uncomfortable, because that's where growth really happens in your business, you guys. Then on the personal side, it's the same thing. For me, it was cleaning the floors. And you know, if my ex-husband heard this video right now, he wouldn't believe for 1 second that I didn't clean my floors for over a month and a half, because I cleaned them once, sometimes twice a day. I did almost 2,500 square feet on my hands and knees, hardwood floors on my hands and knees with gardening pads on my knees by hand, because I could not face what was happening in my marriage. So what are you doing in your personal life that you're hyper vigilant about, hyper focused on, over functioning in, and find out why, right? So are you too much in your kids' lives? Are you do you clean too much like I used to do? Are you a workaholic? Is that affecting your personal life? Find something that you're doing the same thing in your business, in your personal life, and then try to be uncomfortable with changing that. Growth doesn't happen in our comfort zone. We've heard this, we know this. So in both areas of your business, pick your battles. Which ones are you willing to fight and which ones do you need to let go? And try to let go of being perfect. Nobody's perfect. And show up in your daily life. When you're showing up for your people, for your clients, or you're going live or whatever, hi, Katarina, show up as you are. Just show up. Like I literally just got off the floor from scrubbing my floor, my hands and knees, through the clothes in the dryer. And I said, oh, I want to talk about this. And I got on here live. Obviously, I didn't do nothing. This is how I looked. Try to present yourselves as you are in your life as well. That helps to reduce some of that, oh, I have to look perfect, my makeup, my skin, oh, the lighting, all of that. And just forge ahead with those discomfort or those uncomfortable feelings, okay? I think it's time we all get a little bit less perfect and not have such high expectations of ourselves or the world around us. Let's just try to kind of relax about this wellness and health and wellness space that we're in right now. And that's going to allow our clients to feel that way too, that they can relax in what we're doing and working with them. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I appreciate you joining me as always. If you're listening to the replay, please put in the comments if you are over-functioning in your home or your business and where. Share your stuff, guys. This is a place to be vulnerable and share what you experience. And I'll talk to you later. Go see us at instituteforfunctionalhealthcoaching.com also, because we got lots of good stuff there too.